Peace. Thompson this one. I just want to make this video about some kids apparently being detained in I believe it was in Washington D.C. for selling water. I'm gonna read this article from the Vibe. Undercover cops who handcuffed black teens for selling water on National Mall claimed they were scared. As usual. So what's going on? Let's read it. Said a group of black entrepreneurs, teens, were handcuffed by undercover cops for safety of the officers and of the individuals. The boys, ages 16, 17, were detained for selling water on the National Mall in Washington, D.C. Thursday, June 22nd. At least, they say Tim Krepp, a tour guide, snapped a photo of the handcuffed boys taken near the mall Smithsonian Castle. They say, my kids sell water and everyone smiled at them. They say, Krepp tweeted, they say, these kids do it and get arrested. It is racist. Of course it's racist. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's a tweet like this. Somebody tweeted that. That's the dude, Tim Krepp. They say the teenagers were later released. They say from Park police custody without charges and picked up by their parents. Officer placed them in handcuffs for safety of the officers and the individual. Safety of what officers and what individual? They say Sergeant Anna Rose of the U.S. Park Police said in a statement. Rose claimed the incident is being blown out of proportion. What? They're saying added that the group of youngsters was selling water without a permit, which is illegal. They say, but the explanation wasn't enough to get the Park Police off the hook. D.C. Council member Charles Allen, who chairs the Public Safety Committee, is demanding more. Somebody need to be fucking fired, man. The chick Anna Rose need to be fired, bro. Say, well, I understand the need to maintain consistency in permit action. I do not understand why the enforcement cannot take place with uniformed personnel and actions less severe than handcuffing individuals suspected of sales. Allen wrote in a letter to Park Police Chief Robert McLean on Friday. I can't help but think how the reaction by these same officers might have varied if different children had set up a quint hand-painted lemonade stand in the same spot, while still the same violations of selling a beverage without proper permit and license. I doubt we would have seen the little girls in pigtails handcuffed on the ground. The actions and images speak beyond this incident, he continued. They are a reflection of who we are and values we share. And I don't believe the image of the young Aborigine men handcuffed on the ground for selling water is a reflection of my city. So this is the letter he read. If I can read it, let me see if I can read it. I'm gonna try to read it out. So this is from the Council of the District of Columbia. Let's see, John Wall building such and such. This is from Charles Allen, council member. Let's say Chief Robert D. McLean, or whatever. All right, so let's say, let me pull all the way up before I start reading it. So let's say, Dear McLean, I am contacting you in response to the images circulated yesterday, June 22nd, 2017, of enforcement actions taken by U.S. Park Police, showing 3 young Aborigine men handcuffed and detained for selling water, for selling bottles of water on the National Mall. On the National Mall. It's according to witnesses, the officers were undercover and working as a unit to disrupt unpermitted concession stands. While I understand the need to maintain consistency in permitted actions, I do understand why the enforcement I don't I do not understand why the enforcement cannot take place with I mean with uniformed personnel and actions less severe than handcuffing individuals suspected of self. I can't help but to think how the reactions by these same officers might have varied if a children with a Quentin hand-painted lemonade stand on the same spot, while still the same violations of selling beverage without proper permit and license. I doubt we would have seen the little girls in pigtails handcuffed on the ground. The district hosts National Park Service sites throughout the city, large parks like Lincoln and Stanton Park, as well as small parks such as what's that? My rad of pocket parks. They say in the residential neighborhood, I observed any number of lemonade stands in these areas by neighborhood children. They say, should I warn their parents that they are likely to be handcuffed and searched without proper permits in hand? The actions of these images speak beyond this one incident. They are a reflection of who we are and the values we share. And I don't believe the images of the young Aborigine men handcuffed on the ground for selling bottled water is a reflection of my city based on the information I have at this time. I do not believe yesterday's actions were warranted whether or not the children was charged. Further, I do not believe that the spokesman's statement that this has gotten blown out of proportion and this was the same hour-long ordeal where appropriate given the content. We should be making every effort to divert young people from juvenile justice system, and improve the relationship with law enforcement. I will appreciate your response in reviewing yesterday's event. I would also appreciate knowing how standards and expectations will be evenly applied in the future. Sincerely, Charles Allen. Alright, so I guess let me see if there's any more. I guess he tweeted that right there, man. So I guess he tweeted that. Shit, my elbow just started hurting. Let me see. I got some pictures. Alright, here go the pictures of the boys right here. So they got the pictures right here that I guess he tweeted. Now as you see, they got the boy right there, and they got one young boy on the floor. Now my thing is this, right? At what point in time, what is arrestable and what is to be detained? Like what is the actions to be detained? Now this is what I'm saying. Now we gotta start fucking thinking here, man, because we got at some point in time we gotta ask ourselves, what is the difference from selling bottled water and the difference from selling drugs? Has to be a fine line. Now, for someone to be selling bottled water on supposedly mall or whatever this was in DC, I never been there, so I don't know exactly what it is. But for them to be selling water, like, and DTs run up on them and handcuff them and treat them like this. See, this is how these white people think of us, and they do it in the cities. I watch them come in my neighborhood and hunt down fiends, 100-pound fiends, and track them down like they animals. This is these people culture in their mind. They think they are doing the right thing because as long as it's law, see, these Europeans and these white motherfuckers, their codes go by the laws that their people write for them. So if you break any of them, they will use any measure to do something like this. And one of them kids would have ran, I wouldn't be surprised if they would have shot him. You understand? But at what point in time do we separate? Like, hold up, why is these kids even in handcuffs? Why are they even in handcuffs? The thing go, okay, you selling bottled water, you gotta leave the premises. Or or you be fined or something like that. You don't be detained and then treated like a criminal for codes and violations. That's not a crime. Remember what I told y'all. What a crime consists of. Okay, just because something illegal is not a crime. You understand? See, that's the thing we got messed up. We think that any policy that you violate, then you can be detained or arrested, and that's the thing. These people are kidnappers, man. These people are sick, deranged motherfuckers, man. And I'm sorry. I am getting tired. Like, this shit is crazy, man. This shit is crazy. When is this shit going to change, man? When are these crackers? They're going to never treat us the way we supposed to be treated in this country. They're never going to treat us the way they have denied every ounce of guilt. They do stuff, or they justify, oh, he was selling loose cigarettes, or he was selling water. So you treat somebody selling bottled water, like they criminals and like they drug dealers. That's what I'm saying. Y'all people need to start pressing charges and start start hitting these people in their pocket hard. Don't settle out with shit. Hit these people in their pocket. Now, if this was my child, I'll be filing a suit on all these officers, on all of them. I will be filing a suit on all of them. This is not the code of conduct for this matter. That's what I'm saying. Every matter don't result in putting a black man in handcuffs and holding them for hours. What did you hold them for hours for? They was selling water. What did you hold them? Because they held them for hours to record check them, to see if they got any warrants. And this is what they do. They kidnap you. They use these false allegations to detain you, and then check and see if you got a warrant. You know how many people get locked up for warrants when they weren't even supposed, they shouldn't have been even checked from the get-go? Now this is another situation. I see this shit going on all the time, man. People need to stop being soft and start fucking really, like, shit like this, shut down. Don't even go there. They doing stuff like this. These crackers, and they think they doing a good job. That's the shit that bothers me, that these people think these officers, I see them from all of them. And then the immigrant officers come over here and follow the same system in which these people follow. Or you broke the law, or they think they doing something honorable. That's why I don't trust none of them. Now that's why I tell you, I don't trust these European foreigners, and I don't trust other immigrants who come here and become cops, because they all following the same system. You people better learn the law. You people better start filing civil suits. You people better start hitting these people in their pockets, because that's the only thing they gonna respect. Now I would sue each of these individual officers individually. I would sue them individually. I would sue them as officers, and I would sue them as individual civilians. You understand? Because they got a code. What is the probable cause, or what is the when is enough is enough? They got bottled water. None of these Europeans are smart enough to say, all right, well, look, can't sell the water here. If you get caught selling water here, we're gonna be fine. You will be fine, and that's it. But to be detained and arrested for selling water? I mean, listen, this shit is going too far. It went too far when they choked out fucking Eric Gardner for a damn cigarette, for selling loose cigarette. And the thing about it is, when you buy a pack of cigarettes, the cigarettes is already fucking taxed. And they worry about, oh, you selling one individual tax. So a man's life is worth a fucking a penny, a couple of pennies. These people is fucking sick, and we need to get away from them. So with that being said, man, listen, y'all people better start suing these people. I'm talking about suing them, filing criminal complaints against these officers, man, and start suing them in civil court. So with that being said, I'm gonna taunt you this one. I'm out. Peace.